lot of people are asking about Coleman and Noonan, of course, and what the feel is about where they're leaning. And, Sam mentions here that they interviewed today. Yeah.
They interviewed
Yelly Belly as well. When is Malachi Coleman going to commit?
I'm not sure if I missed something, if they put out a date or anything like that. But to my knowledge, right now, nobody's announced any date when they're going to commit at this point. But I gotta love the chances for both getting Maverick Noonan and Malachi Coleman at Nebraska. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for another program to steal away both of those guys. I've gotten to know both of them pretty well over the last couple of years, and I've mentioned before too. When you see Danny Noonan, Maverick's dad, he looks like he can still suit up and play in the NFL right now again too. So he's a scary looking dude. No, I mean, I think Maverick's one of those kind of a different type of a prospect that he keeps things kind of close to the vest, and obviously he's smart to do that, because he has a high profile dad that's a legend at Nebraska, and they live 40 minutes away from Lincoln, and he is a very, very talented football player in his own right. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Maverick's he's one of the funnest prospects that I've really, in my 20+ year career of doing this, he's one of the funner ones to watch play. I mean, he makes things happen. And I'll say the same thing about Malachi Coleman. Holy cow. And this is a guy that can't totally come off the radar 2 years ago, going to my former high school, and is one of the most athletic, freaky looking guys that you'll lay your eyes on. He could play any sport that he wanted to, I tell you right now. So yeah, both of those guys, and the way that the Coleman family is, and Malachi is with the media and stuff like that, I would have a hard time seeing him leave Lincoln and the state of Nebraska, in my opinion.
Somebody here is going deep into the recruiting process all the way to 2025. And I know that those guys are showing up for camps, of course, but
absolutely. We saw some this weekend that were pretty impressive.
Did you see quarterback Mikey Gow? He's out of Bellevue East in Nebraska.
We did see him. Yes. He's an up and comer. He's on everybody's radar, really. We'll see. We want to see him play in an actual game, because some kids can be camp warriors and look great, but then when you put the pads on and everything, it doesn't translate. So, he's a guy that we're going to be watching, definitely.
Omarion Miller's being asked in the chat, as he always is, asked about. He would be a tremendous get, of course, at 6'2", 190 as a top 15 wide receiver in the country and a top 100 player out of Louisiana to go to Nebraska. But that's the big lean from most of the recruiting analysts.
You know what? It's like we've said here several times lately, the power of Mickey Joseph. It reaches wide in the state of Louisiana. And, you're talking about a guy that's homegrown and played his college football at Nebraska, and then obviously coached at LSU, and his track record of producing talent is unmatched, in my opinion. Just look at all the guys he's sent to the NFL. So, yeah, I think right now Nebraska is always going to be considered to be, one of the top 5 probably choices of a wide receiver coming out of the state of Louisiana right now, at least for the next couple 2 or 3 years.
Randy is making a comment here whether Danny Noonan is the originator of the fumble Ruski. I thought that was Dean Steinkühler.
Yeah, Danny Noonan was he played on the other side of the ball.
Yes, played on the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
D tackle.
Yeah. So
Dean Steinkühler.
Dean Steinkühler was the one who carried that in for the touchdown. So yeah. That's funny too. I think I've only seen that once or twice ever since that first time.